Previously, a pact was formed.
Big Brother is giving you the chance to increase the prize by £25,000.
Whoever the winner is divides the 25 grand up.
We'll make a pact then.
I don't think it would take much thought to just undo that agreement.
But relationships soured.
Because you've just been brave and nominated Jill.
I wish you had just stood up and nominated me.
She knows she can get away with murder. Two-faced little bitch.
Tonight, the power of money blows the house apart.
You should be given a dilemma.
Oh, shit.
You can take that £15,500 and keep the entire amount for yourself.
I don't know what to do.
This wouldn't be interesting if I said no, would it?
We've got to trust the pact.
And all hell breaks loose.
We made a group decision.
I never pulled out of any pact.
I trusted that pact until today. Don't you understand that?
Don't you fucking point your finger at me!
Everyone else was saying we'd split it equally.
I've said it 100 times.
How can you not see what we're saying?
Are you stupid? You wouldn't let the guy finish. Try getting to the end of the sentence with you, vultures. It's been the same from day one.
Day 63, 9:54 a.m. Today, the power of money will conclude. Housemates are working together to increase the prize fund by up to £25,000.
Hey.
Last night, Helen overheard Chris and Ashley discussing her.
How you doing? You alright? Was I being a real dick last night? I was blind drunk last night. I feel like I was being a dick, but I don't remember what was going on.
I wasn't even around to tell you what you were doing.
I just remember getting to the point thinking, I'm not even making sense to myself. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I need to go to bed. And I could barely open my eyes. When I get that drunk, I do talk shit. I'm known for it. Was I being a real dick last night?
Well, you don't know what I heard. I listened to and Ashley slagged me off for the best part of 15 minutes.
Slag you off?
Yeah.
I have no recollection of doing that, what I was talking about.
I'm a disaster. I am completely your worst nightmare. Yours and Ashley's worst nightmare.
On paper, yeah, I would have said that, but not meaning that now.
No, you were talking about it now because Ashley then said we give her 1,000,001 chances to like behave differently or something, and she does the same fucking thing every day, and you're going along with it all.
I was blind drunk, Helen. I don't remember that at all. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry.
No, I am.
Don't be, because the truth comes out.
No, see, that wasn't truthful.
I'd at least know where I stand there anyway.
Oh, God. Ashley, I'm really sorry for being a dick.
It's fine.
Can we talk about it later?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll have to have a word with that silly bitch on it all.
What did you say?
He just said, I'm so sorry, Helen. I don't apologise if the truth comes out when you're drunk anyway, so at least you know where I stand there. And I just walked over.
I have no idea how you got so drunk. I've never seen you like that.
Yeah. Oh, I can get like that, and I do talk rubbish, but I also have terrible blackouts. So I don't remember a single thing.
Talk no more, my friend.
One thing I'm not is an aggressive or sort of argumentative drunk.
Oh, please, were you heck? You're nothing of the sort.
I feel like I have been.
No, you weren't.
Helen's just said that she basically stood and listened to me and Ashley slag her off for 15 minutes. And I'm thinking, well, why would I do that? Because I don't feel
Oh,
that
really?
way.
Well, I missed that.
Yeah, but I can't say, oh, I didn't, because I don't remember. And she was like, well, the truth comes out when you're drunk. I'm like, well, but I don't... That's not the truth for me.
It doesn't make sense to me, which is why I think that it's just a case of misunderstanding. It would have had to have been a conversation between you and Ashley, and if she's no recollection of it, then it probably didn't happen. Or if something was said about her, the comments have been misconstrued and misunderstood, so...
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Yeah, admit to doing nothing and apologise for nothing until you know what you actually said. It's absolutely fine.
"10:58 a.m. Mark's running a bath.
I think it's going to be really awkward today.
Awkward? Yeah, let's just stay out of it. You and I can have a nice day in here.
No chance of that.
Huh?
Don't think there's much chance of a nice day happening now.
I'm not getting involved in anyone else's arguments or having any other shit bring me down. I'm not in the mood for it.
God.
Do you want to speak about last night, Ashley, or are you not asked?
Oh, no, because I don't really understand what you're taking offence to, a debate of whether you were sexy or attractive.
What?
Can you, like, let me know what was said?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was said. I stood in the bathroom and listened to you both
Can
say,
you explain to me exactly what you
I'm a
heard?
disaster. I'm your worst nightmare.
I never said that. Chris said on paper you're his worst nightmare, which he said to you in person.
Then you went on to talk about, can you imagine Helen at school should be your fucking worst nightmare?
That's because of stories you've told us.
I've had 1,000,001 chances and I still continue to prove everyone
that never
right.
came out of my mouth, so that's a complete lie.
I just don't get the whole the 1,000,001 chances, and I thought
I don't remember. I definitely didn't say that. So that was
you did
Chris,
say it.
1,000,001 chances.
You did.
I don't know what I was speaking about, so I can't help you because I want to apologise.
I
but
don't want
know what
help.
I said.
I thought we were all on kind of like an even page in
I
this
don't
house
feel
now.
that way about you.
But
only context I can imagine saying that
from what
about
I
you.
heard last night, Chris, from both of you, I feel very different, and I just think, have I been like completely mugged off here?
That's
where
because
I
that's
thought
just
everything
the
was
way you
fine, and I don't
are.
think it was.
I've said 1,000,001 times in the diary room about how much you've changed in the past 4 weeks. I'm not going to sit there then and say to Chris, like a dick, and say, oh, she's still had 1,000,000 chances and she's still going on the way she's
Well, that's
going
what
on.
I didn't understand.
Well, that's not what I said.
If you think you've heard something, I want to be able to explain it, but it's very hard when A, I can't remember, and B, it doesn't sound like me.
I wish I was in that room.
I know I do.
I don't want to be involved.
We're so nosy, aren't we?
I don't want to be involved, I just want to listen.
I just thought there's two people who I thought I'd made kind of progress with.
Yeah.
Slating me. I didn't like it, it upset me, I felt disappointed, I thought, what a mug, again.
I'd feel the same if I do the other way around, I'd be gutted. Whatever you heard, however it sounded, however badly said it may have been, it's not true. I don't feel anything negative towards you whatsoever. It's kind of embarrassing that I have a drink and it just seems like cause all this trouble.
That's not embarrassing. Jesus, I've had a drink and said things and made a complete goon out of myself. It was just obviously the unfortunate moment that I walked in. I didn't walk in at a positive
Of course not.
point.
No.
That's just what I heard.
I promise you have no reason to have barriers up at all with me. So,
Right,
please don't have that in your head now.
I won't.
Coming up, Big Brother hoodwinks the house.
The public have voted and decided that you, and you alone, should be given a dilemma.
Oh, shit.
As they face the ultimate dilemma.
£15,500.
Don't know what to do.
This wouldn't be interesting if I said no, would it?
For 14 p.m. So far during this week's Power of Money task, housemates have added an extra £10,500 to the winner's prize fund.
I don't have...
Big Brother is now offering them the chance to add another £5,000 to that. To win the cash, housemates must crack the code on Big Brother's vault by successfully guessing which housemate said which quote.
Quote 1. Who is Mark talking about when he said he knows Winston is really, really popular? He wants to be his mate because he knows that Winston is probably going to win.
Who is it?
Sorry, Pam.
Saw that coming.
Awkward.
Ashley, what is your answer?
Mark was talking about Pav.
Who said the following? There are clear cliques in here. There's one very strong clique, and that's Helen's clique. Helen, Ash, and Winston, and sometimes Mark. Mark dips in and out of that clique.
I think that might have been me.
I think that might have been me too. That's the thing. I definitely said the word click at a point, and I remember saying Helen, Winston, and Ash.
Ashley, what is your answer?
Christopher.
Who said the following to Helen about Mark's reaction to the strongman task? My opinion is that he's overreacting.
Me. I said it. Winston, yeah, put it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's me, 100%. Oh yeah, that's what I was arguing about, wasn't it? I like that picture.
Winston.
Quote 4. Who said that they wouldn't have done it in reaction to Mark running the money down to zero during yesterday's family dilemma task?
Where's
Anyone?
Nope.
Any takers?
It'd be me
I
then.
think it's probably you.
It'd be me.
So no way I would have done it.
Who said the following about Ash?
Oh shit.
I've never heard him say he can't be asked with a task.
Me.
Ever.
Yeah.
And the second it was to do with raising the prize money
Me.
for the winner, he went, I can't be asked. I can't be asked.
Yeah.
Chris.
I didn't actually say I can't be asked though.
Well, obviously that's what I heard.
Who said the following? I nearly dropped on the spot when Helen says, why would we give £1,000 to charity?
That was me.
That just shows what type of people we are living with in this house. That's disgusting.
I also said that I was giving money myself, not out of that.
Yeah, but I thought it was just fine to give that total grand.
Selective hearing.
No, I heard it all.
Selective hearing.
Quote 7. Who said the following about Ashley? I have no idea why she speaks to you like shit. I don't speak to you like shit, Christopher.
Me.
Helen.
I've actually watched how she speaks to him, and I don't talk to anyone like that. If the vault light turns green, housemates have cracked the code and won £5,000.
I think we've smashed that.
Well done, everyone.
Nice of me.
Well done, everyone. That was horrible, but we've still
Guys,
smashed
we just
it.
made 15 grand in 2
Yeah,
days.
well done, everyone.
15 G's divided by
Okay.
8 of us is
That's
just short
amazing.
of 2,000 each. If the person splits it.
If the person splits it, this is
There's always that.
this is what it's down. This is what it's down to.
There's always that.
We'll win, will.
5:09 p.m. For the final Power of Money twist, all housemates except Ashley will be secretly presented with a dilemma.
Hey.
They will each be told that the public has voted for them to decide whether they want to take the extra money for themselves or leave it in the prize fund. However, this is a lie, and Ashley alone will decide the outcome later today.
As you know, over the past 2 days, you and your fellow housemates have added an extra £15,500 towards the winner's prize fund.
Yeah.
However, today, the public have voted and decided that you and you alone should be given a dilemma.
Oh shit.
Ah! Oh, fuck. Go on.
Big Brother is now offering you a take it or leave it dilemma.
Okay.
You can leave that £15,500 as it stands, and it will be added to the winner's prize fund. Or you can take it now and keep the entire amount for yourself.
£15,500.
I don't know what to do. I'm really shaken.
I could take £15,500 right now. Or I could leave it there.
Exactly.
Is this a joke?
We plan to split it between everyone.
Because we'll come to a pact of whoever wins is going to split up, and I trust everyone anyway in the house. Whoever does win, I trust them to do that.
See, if I took it, I wouldn't be taking it because I really want the money. I'd be taking it kind of to make a point.
I'd like to think that the people that I'm sharing the house with are going to split that evenly and do the right thing with it.
My thing is, look, I'm up on Friday, I may go. I'd take that money and I'd personally split it between myself, Christopher and Ashley.
If I ended up leaving it and someone won and they kept the 115,000 for themselves, I'd be absolutely livid with myself.
I'm just thinking that's a ridiculously large amount of money that could really change my life. Everyone knows that I want to open my own salon or brow bar, and you know, I've been trying to work out how I'd be able to do that with the little money that I've got outside, and obviously I was lucky enough to be given the £5,000 by Pauline. That's not enough to open a brow bar, but even if an extra £5,000 on that would make me able to open it, so. And then I could split the 10,000 extra between everybody that's in the house, couldn't I?
As you rightly said this week, Big Brother, money gives you a lot of power, and you can use that power well, or you can use it frivolously. It could be pissed up the walls, it could be wasted, or it could be put to good causes.
Money means everything to these people. Now, if I take this money, will that counter revert? Will that go back down?
That counter will not go down.
And I know for a fact I'll split that because we did it. We did a pact and we all worked together to get it. And that is no one's money.
I know that if I took it, I'd be able to split it amongst absolutely everybody, not just amongst people who I'm friends with or people who I'm closer to. I know that I'd split it equally.
Made a decision.
So, yeah, okay, I've made my decision.
Alright, so this is actually really simple for me.
It's not mine. Everyone's earned it. That would just be so unfair.
So the 15,500 is going to be split between the 8 people in the house. So yeah, leave it on to whoever wins.
I'm leaving it.
I'm not going to take that money. I don't deserve that money. It's not my money. I haven't earned it. I'm going to keep it and leave it for the winner of Big Brother to do with whatever they see fit.
My decision is that I'm going to leave it in the full winners fund.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to take this money. I am taking the money that you are offering me.
I'll have to take it.
I trust me to split it more than I trust risking to see who wins and seeing if they split, so I'll take it.
This wouldn't be interesting if I said no, would it?
£7:35 p.m. All housemates, aside from Ashley, have now been secretly presented with the money dilemma by Big Brother. Ashley is talking to Chris about the pact housemates made to split the extra money equally.
Do you know whoever wins, I'll not even... If they send me it, or they ask, oh, what's your bank details, do I throw you this money? That's fine. I'll never ask anyone in this house for that money.
No.
I feel like that's all that's going to be in my head for the next week, because that's how long I'm here for.
The money thing.
Just the money and just how people are reacting to it and how people are mentally spending it but still think they aren't winning.
The pact is also the hot topic in the kitchen.
I hope this person doesn't let us down who wins.
I think they would.
Don't say this.
Unless it was you.
Don't say this.
I swear to God. I honest to God think you're the only person.
You serious?
Except, well...
Are you being fucking serious?
I know that I would, I know that you would, I know that you would, and I know that you would. I don't think us three have got any chance of winning.
No.
You're the only person I think in the house that would split it. Except for us. I know for a fact if I won, I'd split it. I know you would, and I know you two would.
Do you not think Christopher would?
I don't know. I'm not. It's since you said it today.
I would not take that easily. Someone did that.
No.
They let us all down as a group.
I know
Like
that
that.
us four. I can trust you.
No.
And I know
Exactly
that
that.
us four more than anybody in here would not.
Oh well.
It's not even worth talking about.
I just think we've got to trust the pacts like that they made on TV.
For me, there's only two people that are going to win this, and it's you or Ashley.
Well, why does everyone think this now? I think this, and then I don't say anything because I feel like I'm being negative.
I think if the four of us got the opportunity to win this, then I know 1,000,000% that we'd
Do you
split
think
there.
Chris would share it?
No.
I don't think Chris would.
No, I don't.
I don't think Chris or Ashley would.
No.
Fucking better win now, you.
I want you to, do you know what I mean? But I think it's a two-horse race still. And if Ashley won it, she wouldn't. I don't think she would split it.
I need this task to finish.
It's just not worth the risk of thinking of somebody else getting it and then not splitting it.
Coming up, the truth comes out.
You must now decide which three of them took the money.
Who said yeah? Why are you both trying to act like fucking...
I'm trying to act like anything, Helen.
Mother
Act like-
Teresa.
Fuck you, I'm not trying to act like Mother Teresa. That's really rude.
And all hell breaks loose.
Don't you fucking point your finger at me and tell me what to do.
Your pact was bullshit.
Are you stupid? He was never going to keep that money for himself. Never.
8 p.m. Housemates are about to feel the full force of the power of money. Big Brother has called Ashley to the diary room.
Hello, Ashley.
Hello.
Ashley, throughout this evening, Big Brother has spoken individually to all your housemates.
Yeah.
They were each told that the public had voted for them to be given a secret dilemma.
Okay.
They were each asked if they wanted to leave the extra £15,500 the House has won over the past 2 days intact, or they were each given the opportunity to take that money for themselves.
Yeah.
However, this was a lie. In fact, the public were asked to decide which housemate is the best judge of character.
Right,
Yeah,
Ashley.
shit.
Ashley, they chose you.
Go on, girl.
Big Brother is now going to ask you to put that to the test by judging the characters of each of your fellow housemates. Ashley, 3 of your fellow housemates said that they would take the prize money you have all worked for over the past 2 days for themselves.
Oh my God, she's gonna say me. Please don't say me.
You must now decide which 3 of them took the money.
Who said yeah?
I said yes.
I did. That's why I was saying that before.
I did. I was taking it because I knew I'd split it.
If you are correct, you will not only secure the current total of £15,500, you will secure the entire £25,000 on offer, meaning the winner's prize fund will stand at £125,000.
She'll say me. She won't say Chris, though. She won't say me.
She won't.
She won't.
Fuck's sake.
She's going to say you, Ash. She won't say Mark and she won't say
That's why they...
God, listen, just watch, for fuck's sake.
She's not speaking, Winston.
Oh, I fucking want to watch it. You're the one who said
Oh, well,
to
look
take
at
it.
it.
Fucking hell.
You're not hearing it, she's not speaking.
Ash has been talking like so much about that he thinks it would be like the person would be a dick if they didn't do it. I can't see Mark taking 15 grand, that 15 grand just putting it in his own bank account. Especially when he's already got 5 grand as well from like the first night. So that's Chris. I don't think so. Mark, I don't think so. Winston, I don't think so. If I was asked today that I could take the 15 grand for myself, I wouldn't have done it.
I think
Because I don't see myself as the winner, and that's adding to the prize fund. And the prize fund is to be given to the winner, and the public choose the winner. That's exactly what me and Chris's conversation was about not sure whether, like, we wanted to let, like, the 10 grand this morning be split between the 6 people who wanted to do it, and like they would also have a bit more money then between them.
Why?
Oh, what a crock of shit.
Sorry?
Just a crock of shit.
What?
Why are you both trying to act like fucking...
I'm trying to act like anything, Hannah.
Mother
What do you mean act
Teresa.
like? Fuck you, I'm not trying to act like Mother Teresa. That's really rude.
No, it's not rude.
It
I'm
is rude.
sick
You're
of...
completely off on
It was
that.
all a group thing.
Really,
I don't know why people are trying to
Remember,
act like
you,
not
Chris, you've
ours.
taken the 15. You said yes to 15 grand as well.
Why would you be more comfortable taking 15 grand than you were taking 1 grand?
I would know then that I could either split it or I could give it back to the winner, and I could make that choice when it came to it.
I feel like if Helen did win, she would split it.
Yes, there we go.
Yes.
Right
And I
track.
think that
Come on.
maybe she wouldn't trust who would potentially win.
Come on.
Yes.
Maybe she'd
Very
just-
good, Ashley.
Come on.
Right. I think I've got Pav.
Sweet.
I think I've got Ash and Chris. Might have just says I'll take it.
Oh, come on, Ashley, stay on the
He
right
might have
track.
just said I'll take it. Just to stop all the money obsessed, like with the task and all the time.
You smart girl.
Can you confirm for Big Brother the 3 names of the housemates who you think chose to take the £15,500?
I think it was Pav, Ash, and Chris.
Oh,
So unlucky.
never mind.
Ashley, the 3 housemates who chose to take the money today were Ash, Chris, and Mark. As you chose the wrong 3 housemates, you have lost the £15,500 that has been built up over the past 2 days.
Mark! Mark should be more upfront when he was talking about that deal.
No. Oh my God. So should Chris. Chris, what are you doing that for? You should have.
Why'd you just have to keep bringing me into this? You have to keep mentioning my name.
Well, I think it's relevant, to be honest.
Well, it doesn't need to be said. Not every thought needs to be vocalised.
You made a pact, but
I never pulled out of any pact. I was considering it. I was considering
I'm not
it.
bothered about that. Do you know what it is? It's the secret conversations of...
No, but I think you're building that up to be more than it is. Secret conversations. There are not many
Chris, have you
secret
any idea
conversations.
what it makes
No one's
us look
trying
like?
to make you look like
We
anything.
made a group decision.
Yeah, which I was dubious about, but didn't pull out of, and I was considering pulling out of it. We had a conversation about that. She felt the
Instead of
same.
pulling out of, just imagine what that makes us all look like.
Well, it's not intended to make you look
Well,
like that.
unfortunately, you're on a TV show, so that's exactly
Yeah, but
what
people
it
don't
looks
necessarily
like.
see it like that, do they?
Whatever. Of fucking course it makes it look like that.
But no, I don't
Have
think
you
it
just
does.
have you just fell out of a crab?
If anything, it makes it look like you see us like we're pulling out of a pact we shouldn't have agreed with. I shouldn't have agreed to the pact because I didn't
can't
really
pull
think
out
it
of it. It's too
Of course
late.
you can,
No,
not
you
now.
can't. You bullshit because you agreed to take the 10,500 yourself.
Not for myself.
15,500.
Not for
It
myself.
doesn't matter. You made a fucking pact.
I didn't trust Chris and Ashley
But then,
to split.
but that's the whole point of the pact is everyone trusts
I know,
it.
but I don't
I
trust
trusted
it
it.
anyway.
I trusted it fully.
I thought I was
trusted it
doing
fully.
the right thing. I
No,
still
I
think
didn't
I've
trust
done
it,
the
but I
right
still went with
thing.
it because we decided we were going to
Yeah,
go
well,
with
I
it as a
didn't
group.
trust it.
I still think I've done
I
the
didn't
right
trust it.
thing.
But you
I
wanna do
trusted
it.
that pact until today when we were having the conversation. Do you think everyone had split? And then I thought, actually, nah, I don't think everybody would fucking split it. I thought, I know that I will. So if I've got control of it, then I can guarantee that I'll fucking
100%.
split it.
I just thought everyone who went into the path, I just took them at face value and I thought, I'm going to trust them. And I say, leave here, do you know what? At
We
the end
had
of the
the
day...
reason
No,
that
but
we'd
Mark,
still split it, don't you understand that? That was the reasoning. We had the reasoning that we'd split
No, I
it,
have no problem.
not that we'd
No, I have
take it
no
and then
problem.
give it to the
No, I have
fucking
no-
winner because
no,
we thought
Mark, I
that
have
was
no
nice.
problem with that.
Don't make
It was just the
sound
way
like,
that you
don't
pointed yourself.
fucking
Don't you
shout at me.
fucking point your
I'm
finger
fucking
at me and
pointing
tell
at
me
you,
what to
I'm
do.
fucking pointing
That was when
at
you
you, what
pointed
are
at me
you
like
gonna
that and told
do?
me to shut
I'm
up.
fucking
What the hell are you
pointing
used to do
at
that
you.
to me?
I'm pointing at you, I'm making a fucking point.
Oh,
My
yeah.
reasoning was right, so was his. I don't think Chris's
Right,
was.
brilliant.
So don't jump down my
Brilliant.
fucking
Whatever the
neck.
hell you want. Whatever the hell you want, Mark.
Wes.
Because you're always
Shut
right.
up,
You're
Wes.
always right.
Wes.
You're always right.
And
Go
that-
ahead. You
and
jog
that-
right on yourself, Mark. I'm going fucking nowhere.
I'm fucking jogging on Friday
Go.
night. I can't wait.
Oh,
kid.
whatever the hell
I'm
you
not
like.
Asked. I'm not asked. I know my reasoning was right. I know Ash's reasoning
That's
was right.
fine. I've no problem with
So
your
don't need to
reason.
jump down my
No,
neck
it's the way
about
you
it.
jumped down my neck sitting around the couch. Just I don't get spoken to like that, Mark, by anybody.
You do
You were
not talk
jumping
to me like
down
that.
there, nah.
Ever. No, I wasn't.
You
I was
were
speaking
jumping
to
down
everyone
there.
sitting around the
You
couch.
weren't listening
Speaking
to
in a
our
reasonable tone.
reasoning.
No, but you didn't listen to mine either, Mark.
Because it was a load of rubbish.
No, it wasn't a fucking load of rubbish, Mark. When you enter into a pact, you enter into it meaning every word. I would not have put my hand in the middle of that group and said I would do it.
Until we had the
That's
conversation
fine. Why couldn't you
today.
explain that to me like a reasonable person
I
instead of
felt
yelling
like
at me?
I've done the right thing.
8:55 p.m.
I am really pissed off. Like, really
it's only
pissed
money.
off.
We never had it. It's not that. It's just how people have acted
Yeah, I
around
know,
the
yeah.
money.
Chris, I don't understand what's going on, man. I feel like I need some clarification on your end.
For me,
what your reasoning was.
For me,
And be
it's
honest,
very
because
simple. I am being honest.
you've
My
said
problem is I say too much. The basic reason, which is what everyone else said, that I can now split the money and at least know it's safe. If I didn't just
Yeah, but
happen to say more,
you've shown that it's not trustworthy because you've taken the 15 grand.
Why have I taken the?
Because
not for me.
Yeah, but no one knows that because you have taken.
Of course you don't know that, but that's the
Number
same
one,
reason
by
Mark
you
gave the
saying
same
that you're
reason Ash
stepping
did.
out, I understand it's
I said
admirable.
I'm thinking about it. I hadn't
Okay, but
stepped
by you
out.
saying that,
Yeah,
that
I
you're
just said
thinking
too
of-
much. I'm just
But
going
Chris,
through
you
my
also
thought
said that you give the
process.
15 grand back to the winner or something. Like, I don't
think
understand.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
I
understand it.
No, I think to me, I just don't. I'm not comfortable with that kind of thing anyway. And I sort of
So
think,
why'd you
well,
enter into it then if you weren't comfortable?
Because I'm just humouring it, to be quite honest.
Humouring it?
Yeah.
I personally think you're full of shit, to be honest with you.
Why? I wouldn't. Well, if
That's my personal-
you think I would keep it to myself, you're very wrong. That's a big part of the conversation.
I do think that. 100%
I'm
think
sorry,
that.
you're
'Cause
wrong.
well, I do think that.
I don't think you'd have said yes up them stairs. If
Oh,
they'd have-
no, definitely not.
But that's what I mean about Chris. Mark and Ash are different. I know they'd share it. I can't 100% guarantee Chris would.
Yeah.
I can't. Chris, I'm really shocked at. I just.
We'll see Christopher now, because And I was thinking, would it have been Christopher? Because I knew he wouldn't take it for himself.
And we should have known enough about each other's characters in here to think the people I'm living with are trustworthy people. When they make a promise, they stick to it, right? And that is the thing. We haven't clearly got to know each other as well as we thought we had. Because if we had got to know each other right, we'd have known these are people that keep promises and stick to their word. Therefore, they would have split the money when they get out. The bottom line is we all didn't trust each other enough to believe that up in the diary room. That's what went wrong.
Because I don't.
That's
I
what
didn't
went
trust
wrong
everyone to
today.
split.
Yes, but the way I looked at it was, the reason I said no was, I know I will get out of here, right? And even if the winner decides, right, I'm not giving Chris £2 grand or whatever his share of that £15,000 is, right, I would say to hell with it. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do. Sorely disappointed in that person, and I don't have to see them again because they lied.
The pact wasn't the winner wins and we share the money. The pact was we share that money. So I was taking that money and I was sharing that money, and that was it. It's still stuck by the pact. I was sharing that money.
I thought if I've got the control to be able to split it myself, I've got no intention of fucking winning this. Thought if I know I can trust myself more than anybody else.
I get Ash's theory behind it. I get Mark's. Chris is completely struggling with. He is sat there and basically said that he was actually thinking of pulling out of the pact.
Yeah. That's
So-
one of about 10 thoughts processes I went through up there. But for me, the main thing I
But you're on
settled
about
on...
the pact. You're on about taking yourself out of the pact. But
Because
you
I didn't
were
want
willing-
any more of
but
this
you were willing
grief
enough
to be
sit
involving
there
me.
and say, yeah, I'll take that money.
If you wish to ignore everything I've said,
I
yeah.
don't care. Everyone else's theory is different to yours. Everyone else was saying we'd split it equally. You're the only one who's not said it.
I've said it 100 times.
Your pact was bullshit.
I've said
so
it
to
100
stand,
yes, and I've
to
said the
stand
pact
there,
was
to
bullshit.
stand there and say, I didn't
I've
want
also
anything.
said that.
I didn't want
You
anything
never
to
said that.
do
You
with
went
the
in on the
whole
pact.
thing.
You never said to
No,
anyone
not
else.
the
You were
here.
pulling out
Well, you
of
never
the
had the balls to say it to everyone else, did you?
So I doubted it.
Well, why don't you say it to everyone else then if you
Because I
doubted it?
just thought there's no harm.
Because you haven't got any balls to say
Carry
to
on.
everyone.
That's not true.
Basically.
It's
It's
not
true.
true.
How is it not true?
Because what's the point?
The only way you
I've
find out
how
is
many
by
times
this.
have I said in front of the whole group, you've got to be careful because I don't think these things ever work. They do never work. Traditionally, they never work.
Yeah, but that's your opinion. Yeah, but that's you still
Because
joined in
I'd
on the
rather-
pact.
yeah, because
But then
for me,
you
not
still,
joining in that
you
one.
still sat there and said you'd take
fucking
15.5 grand. 15.5
Not
grand.
for me.
So you disagree with the pact. I personally said no because I thought I made a pact. Are you in or are you out? Where are you?
That's
But
what
like
you'd be
Mark
doing. You're
and-
taking control to
Mark
share
and Ash
it.
did exactly the same
because
thing.
they're
No,
not
I
saying
didn't.
that.
It's the same thing. They both were willing
No,
to take
they're
control
not.
of it.
No,
Just like
they're
Chris said,
not.
it's exactly the same reason.
He
I
just
can't see the
said
difference.
You've just
you
contradicted yourself.
He was the one saying that he didn't want anything to do with. I couldn't. He was just doing the whole like, I just can't be arsed with this whole thing. I can't be arsed with
I
it.
can't
It's
be
too
arsed
little.
with it. It's fucking
So
ridiculous.
why are you saying 15.5 grand then?
So I know that it's over and there's not going to be any more
Bullshit.
shit.
You are allowed to think different things for a second before you reach your decision. You really are allowed
Well,
to do
I
that.
can't wait for you to watch my decision.
I didn't even think about it. I was like, no, because I trust everyone in the house.
I just think that Chris would never
ever have kept the money to himself. I do think he'd have
Oh my
distributed.
God.
No, just listen to me.
Listen, but Chris stands
just
up
listen
for
to me for 2
himself.
seconds, Mark. It's important because I know Chris a hell of a lot better than you do.
Ashley said the same thing, but she wouldn't have taken it. She would not have sat there and said the yes to the 15.5 grand. How can you not see what we're saying?
Because he would have given it to the rest of us. Are you stupid? Just
you
like
can't.
Mark and just like Ashley would have given it to the
You
rest of us.
can't.
He was just fucking pissed off. He would still have given it to us. I know for a fact. I know that man. I know his character. I am telling you, I will defend him to the fucking death. Just because he would choose to do something different, it just makes him different. It doesn't make you evil and him
He didn't
good.
have anything to do with the fucking thing.
Everyone relax. Shouting your point doesn't make it more of a point.
But you wouldn't let him finish. You wouldn't let the
He's
guy
not
finish. He got to make 1 point, and as usual, everyone spoke over him.
saying-
It's been the same from day one. Everyone jumps down people's necks when they're trying to explain a decision they've made. You fixate on 1 point. Chris is like, yeah, I thought about that for a second. You never let him fucking finish. He was never going to keep that money for himself. Never.
Coming up, Helen is furious.
What an absolute balloon. Absolute grade A twat.
And Chris feels the hate.
It's greed and it's ugly, and I have to live with that in this house, and it's going to be intolerable.
(9:23 p.m). It's been 11 minutes since the housemates lost all money offered to them during the power of money.
It was all a big fucking game. None of us had any money in the first place.
Exactly, it was never our money.
Threw it in the bathroom at me arse.
Jesus Christ, Christopher, you fucking ass.
I know, fucking loser over here.
Yeah, well, I don't think Christopher should be shouted at like that either.
No, I won't be shouted at.
Oh, Christopher was giving it back, actually.
Yeah, no, but just because he's defended
Christopher's
Chris
doing all
and
the
all
shade.
this here, Chris can speak for himself, fair enough.
Chris wasn't left to
But, like,
speak for himself because about
Yeah, he
six.
has.
No, because about six
Like-
people jumped down his neck, and he's not a confrontational, loud kind of guy. That's not how Chris vote. He's softly spoken. He doesn't scream things. He's not that kind of person.
He hasn't made one straight point.
Yeah, because he can't mark. 'Cause he's got about six people fixating on the one thing. Try getting to the end of the sentence with you
Alright,
vultures
just
all
calm
sitting
down.
around.
Don't
It's
call
fucking
me
hard.
a fucking vulture.
Oh, well, you can be nasty at times now,
Never
Mark.
can't.
You really can be very nasty.
I'm not fucking nasty. I'm not a vulture.
Helen is in the diary room talking to Big Brother.
Oh, Chris is an absolute grade A twat. And doesn't it say a lot for his own best friend to turn round and say, yeah, I think Chris would keep the money? What an absolute balloon.
How does Chris's decision to take the money differ from Mark and Ash's?
Ash and Mark aren't stupid, and I know they would not take that 50.5 for themselves. I know it. I just know it. But Chris sat there saying, I didn't want anything to do with the whole money making thing. I didn't want anything to do with earning this extra money and all this bullshit. Fucking Christopher as well. Shut up. Shut up. Even in these situations when someone's been proven to be an absolute liar and a hypocrite, he sits there and he's still like, oh, just bend over and let the sun shine out your ass a bit more. Grow up. They're not as innocent as what you think all the time, you naive prick.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Sorry for getting like wound up with you then and putting in your face. I
Alright.
just felt like, obviously, it kind of got mentioned the other day, like, sometimes, I don't know, a lot of people in here can speak to you not in the nicest way. But
Yeah,
sometimes I
and?
feel like if Chris or Ashley done something negative, you wouldn't react the same way as if someone like me or Helen did.
Oh, trust me, I was speaking to all three
And
of
for
you,
me,
Mark.
that's
I was
been a bit
speaking
of
to
a-
Chris as well.
Well, I'm speaking to you now, and I'm speaking to you calmly.
Go on.
I think when you were sat there, you were so quick to kind of jump at Helen in defence of Chris when, as far as we...
no.
I haven't finished, you know. So what Chris had said, he was completely out of order, as far as we were all concerned. You jumped to his defence too quickly. I felt like there and then, in that situation, Chris was completely in the wrong.
I
And
was speaking to
instead
all three of you,
just
Mark.
do us a favour and stop fucking interrupting me.
Do us a favour and listen to the fact that I was addressing all three of
That's
you there.
actually a lie.
Chris was sitting beside me, Mark.
So why
What
are
do you want me
putting
to
like
break
that?
my neck?
Why are you giving like that to Helen? Go, no, Helen. Chris this, no Helen, Chris that, no, Chris wouldn't do that. And I'm sat
Because
there thinking,
he wouldn't,
why
Mark.
isn't he listening? Why didn't you
Oh, I
defend
listened.
Nick?
If you'd heard him out, Mark.
If you heard him out,
No.
you hadn't even heard him out.
I'm not
you
talking.
Hadn't heard
I
him
don't
out
want to.
yourself.
I really don't want to talk to you right
Well,
now.
I actually want to talk to you about it.
No, but you're going to melt my head about it because you've your mind made up about me, Mark, that I'm dead set about everyone else and I'll never, ever criticise the people I'm closest to in the house.
Yeah?
Wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong.
Go on then, tell me what. Go
I
on.
knew Chris would never, ever keep that money to
How
himself.
do you know that? You're too trusting.
Because maybe I am. Maybe I am too trusting, but it's the way I take people, Mark. That's why I entered into that pact, right?
That pact meant nothing. This happens every year. People enter pacts about money and then they never come through. Of course everyone's going to fucking doubt him. Of course they are. Of course that doubt was there. And then when he had the opportunity to take it, of course we didn't think that he was going to take it and fucking split it.
Yeah,
and then
but
he
clearly
did.
you all thought that because 3 of you said yes. You and Ash said yes as well.
And
He
why
wasn't
did
the
I
only
say
person
yeah?
thinking that, Mark.
Why did I say yeah? Why?
Oh, because you're not a trusting person, I suppose. You've got trust issues.
Yeah.
The same old chestnut that comes out all the time. You always say
You
that, Mark.
cheeky fucking twat.
You say that all
You
the time.
cheeky
Sometimes you've just got to trust
Christopher.
people.
I've told you that I find it hard to trust people. Don't fucking bring that up with me now. I come in here to apologise to you, but the fact that you've just called it that old chestnut, the fact
But you
that I
always
find
say
it
that, Mark.
difficult-
I could say that if I wanted to say that. Sometimes you just have to take people as they are and you have to put your trust in people. There is nothing wrong with doing that sometimes.
Sorry if I'm not fucking Mr. Perfect. Sorry if I have trust issues. Sorry if they get brought up from time to time, but I wouldn't ever expect anybody to bring them up as fucking ammunition towards me the way you just have.
(11:07 p.m). Christopher and Ashley are feeling relieved.
Thank God it's a
Thank
zero.
God.
I'm so happy it's
So
a
glad.
zero.
After the way we all reacted, none of us deserve a penny off
Exactly,
it.
that's what I just
Thank
thought.
goodness.
I was, I was
all
sitting
acted like
watching.
immature
Oh, here, let me watch
brats.
that. I'm watching it for the pasta. I was watching, I was watching. I was going, not one person deserves this money. The reactions.
A single one of us deserve
that
that.
for 2
Yeah,
seconds?
of course you can. After the way we all reacted, seriously.
Mark is recounting his argument with Christopher.
I'm a nasty vulture, mate. This is the only thing I can't get, well, the biggest thing I can't get my charge
You need to stay away from him because you look like an absolute dick.
Yeah, 100% I know. I'm
Well,
going
we
to
all
fuck him
do,
off
all
after
6
that.
of us.
You need to
Fuck
fucking
him off.
sling
I've
it.
just
Yeah,
said it to
that's
you.
it, that's it.
Get him
For
fucked
somebody
off.
that's meant to be the closest person to me, for one...
Mark, it's shit all over
He's
you.
just called me a frivolous, nasty vulture.
Mark, he has made you look
That
like
old
the
chestnut.
biggest dick in
Oh,
this house.
yeah, I'm the biggest fucking dick.
You
there,
won't win
man.
because of him.
To say that old chestnut, imagine if you had massive, like, personal issues, trust issues, insecurities, things like that. Imagine if I said to
I
him...
do.
I never...
And if someone turned around and said that to
old
me, I would be
chestnut.
fucking...
That old chestnut.
Never. You'd never
Them
say
words.
it. He's not your friend.
Chris is talking to Big Brother about tonight's events.
What was interesting to me was that it was myself, Ash and Mark, but all the heat was on me. But I still think the only people who can really hold their head up morally here, fully and without question, are Christopher and Ashley. But they are beating down on Christopher in a massive way. They don't want to hear what he has to say. They don't like him. They're not interested in him. Mark does play him for a fool. And how they don't understand how intelligent that man is just a shining example of their own intellectual capabilities and capacity. How upset they get and how infuriated they are by this is a money-based anger. It's greed and it's ugly, and I have to live with that in this house, and it's going to be intolerable. And I've lost the respect that I've built up and tried to give for 9 weeks when they just talked to me like that 9 weeks never existed.
This week, Chris, Christopher, Mark, Pav and Winston all face the public vote, and it's a double eviction. Who goes? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. From a mobile, call 6 50 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. For Chris, add 03. For Christopher, add 04. For Mark, add 09. For Pav, add 18. And for Winston, add 16. Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50p. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. Stay tuned for Bit on the Side with Emma Willis.